Today we're celebrating the feast of St. Teresa of Avila, and we're reading from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 11, verses 42 through 46. This is another one of those woe to you Pharisees sort of Gospels. Jesus is challenging the Pharisees for the things that they do, but the inconsistency with how they do certain things but not other things. And one of the scholars says to him in reply, "Teacher, by saying this, you are insulting us too." He doesn't want to be insulted. He's feeling convicted perhaps of what's been said, but he's maybe a little bit resistant. Here, St. Teresa of Avila can give us some great insight. St. Teresa was the great reformer of the Carmelite order. She became convicted herself as a Carmelite sister that there were elements of the way that she personally and her entire community were living out the Carmelite rule, became convicted that something was missing. They were lax. They weren't serious enough about what they were doing. And she undertook, with God's help and with the inspiration of the Holy Spirit, a massive reform of the entire order. She was met along the way with a lot of resistance. A lot of people who were very happy living the Carmelite rule the way that they lived it didn't want to see any kind of change. They didn't want anything to be different. They wanted to just keep on as they were. But St. Teresa pointed out to them the inconsistencies. Sometimes if I'm inconsistent with the way I say one thing but do another, and somebody points it out to me, I might find myself on the defensive. "Teacher, by saying this, you are insulting us too." And yet we need to hear those things, those challenging teachings. We need to hear those challenging realities that sometimes our words and our actions don't line up, or sometimes we're inconsistent. We need to hear those things so that we can be reformed, so that we can do better, so that we can grow, and so that we can more faithfully and perfectly follow the law. With the intercession of St. Teresa of Avila to help us today, let us seek to reform our lives so that we can be conformed to Jesus Christ.